Can you feel it? Can you feel the revolution which is coming on nice and strong? All around the world now, farmers are stepping up and saying no, no, no to the World Economic Forum and their stupid, hideous rules, which our benign government are putting upon us. Can you see what's happening? There is a revolution. It's not just farmers on this now. We've got fishermen joining. And how long before other sectors of the food industry start joining in and saying, do you know what, no more of this? How many other people are affected by the World Economic Forum's rules and regulations? If I was a member of the World Economic Forum right now, I'd be looking at my membership saying, do I really want to be associated with this terrorist organisation which is causing all this upset around the world? I went into my local Aldi store and I can tell you, the fruit and vegetable section was looking pretty bare, pretty barren. The fishermen are going to go on strike as well. Then we've lost our food. So we've lost our meat, we've lost our vegetables, we're losing our food at an alarming rate. What you've got to bear in mind is that for the elites, the 1%, they don't give a rat's arse. They've got emergency rations, they've got emergency supplies. They can print themselves off a stake with their fantastic machinery. They can look after themselves. For us, different story. Anyway, Monday the 19th February, we're up in Mallorca, Palma, Mallorca, for the big one, for the protest. We're joining the farmers. We're getting our banners ready. We're going to paint the car up. And we're going to go for it. We're going to get behind the farmers. I would recommend that every citizen also does the same. If you value the food that comes on your table, get behind the farmers, because they've made some excellent groundwork. It's now down to us to help push them the rest of the way, push them through this bit. Let's get rid of the WEF. Let's get rid of this World Economic Forum. And when we've done getting rid of the World Economic Forum, let's get rid of the WHO as well. In fact, let's get rid of centralised control. Let's work out a new way of governance, because our current government is corrupt. It's based on a system that only benefits them. It's based on a system that was created by the Rothschilds of all people. People with really very sick past. You want to check out the Rothschilds. We need new leadership, but we don't need it from a centralised aspect. We need local, independent control of local areas, because that is the way forward. We also need the right to be able to bear arms, so that if anything like this happens again in the future, we have a way of causing an insurrection and overthrowing a government if they do not listen. And the reason why I say this is because what you've got to look at the moment is the Metropolitan Police seem to have themselves some very, very swanky new equipment, some top grade military equipment, which makes you beg the question, doesn't it? Why do you need all this equipment if you're dealing with civilians? Ask yourself that for a minute. Why do they need military grade technical equipment to deal with civilians? Authoritarian control. You control the food, you control people's behaviour, then you need police to police that behaviour. And whilst those people are acting irrationally, you create more rules and regulations to suppress these people further until you cannot move an inch, until we are just cocooned in a great big cage of governance. That's where we're heading to. It won't be long before we're born and bred in pods and we are just material for something, a resource. Think about that for a moment.